Ah, the Xenoblade 3. So fascinating. So beautiful. Not to worry though, there won't be any major spoilers in this footage. You can completely just listen to this video, not watch it. Hello there everybody, this is CwapPlatinum, and today is a very special day, like I say every single year. Because today is August 24th, and this is the day that I've uploaded my very first Let's Play video. It's from a little indie game called Super Mario Bros. 3, and I recorded it with a crappy camera, and since then, yeah, I've gotten a little bit better with time. Okay, so this year has actually been pretty interesting indeed with all the Let's Plays that I've done this year, so why don't we just get to it? So, in the years since the last anniversary, I have completed the Let's Plays of Doom, Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword HD, Star Fox 64, Pikmin Semi-Blind, Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Blind, Kirby and the Forgotten Land, and as of right now, Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition. Okay, so admittedly, just like with Cuphead, Doom is a Let's Play that just sort of appeared out of nowhere. Like, I think I just wanted to play Doom. I was just like, you know what, why not? Like, why not? I remember it being like a really good game, and it still is. Admittedly, I could have done a lot better with the bonus material, like the multiplayer stuff and the creative map functions, but I'd never really done any sort of, practice with that before. Like, Doom 2016 and to an extent Doom Eternal is just something that you don't really play the multiplayer for, honestly. Like, they keep updating it, yeah, but it's really the single player content that you're really here for. The really awesome campaign, you know? So, yeah, again, admittedly, I could have done a lot better with the bonus content, but hey, Doom 2016 is a good single-player game anyway, so, have fun with that. It goes on sale often, so please play it, please, along with Eternal. But here's something that I've actually wanted to do for a while, replay Skyward Sword. And because of the sole fact that we had an HD version for quite some time when my Let's Play of that began, I was like, you know what? This game's similar enough, and, the quality of life updates are there. You know what? Why not? I might as well just replay it again. And it felt really good replaying it again. Like an actual human being. With a controller and not with motion controls, because, like, even though I grew up with the Wii version's controls, I'm just like, yeah, it feels a lot better to just be playing with a regular controller using the right stick for the movement, for the sword movements, rather than just swinging your arms from side to side for the sword movements, like, honestly. And I'm one of those firm believers that Skyward Sword is good. I think it has good side content. I think it has a really good story and characters. I really love the dungeons. The boss fights are really great. I do agree, though, that some things aren't as good. Like the Song of the Hero quest isn't as good, even though it's got, new parts of Lanayru. Parts of the story don't really make a whole lot of sense to me. And I can perfectly understand why some people don't really like it for its motion-centric, gameplay and blah, blah, blah. But, you know what, if they want to believe that, that's fine. They're entitled to their own opinion. But as for me, I really like Skyward Sword. I liked it since I first played it, and I still like it today. And even though this new HD version doesn't really bring a whole lot to the table, I still kind of recommend it if you really want to experience Skyward Sword for yourself. Like, I agree, it should have done more as a remaster. But, honestly, since it goes on sale often, if you find it on sale, then honestly, just go for it. Just go for it, man. I can't really say anything more than that. Now on to, well, Star Fox 64. I was about to say Pikmin. But Star Fox 64 is next. And yeah, I took a little break after Skyward Sword HD because the way I did Skyward Sword HD and probably like longer projects going forward, including Xenoblade DE, is the fact that I can just basically do like a whole bunch of videos in a week or two and then edit them together and then put them up on YouTube for scheduling and then take a break. I work in bursts now, so it's like I can have a whole bunch of videos ready to go just in case something bad happens in my life, so you guys won't be, you know, left behind. But sometimes I just need a break, and usually I just take a break in December for, you know, the holidays, you know, just for the holidays, and sometimes in January, just in case, you know, MagFest happens, because that convention usually happens in that month. But I feel like the perfect game to come back to was Star Fox 64. Because, again, I don't really need to say anything more than it's one of my absolute favorites, and it coming to Nintendo Switch Online was perfect. It was perfect timing, because I don't really play my Wii U. I don't even think I have it on my Wii U, which is strange. I know I have it on my Wii, but not the Wii U, so the fact that it came to NSO Online via the expansion pass is perfect. Like, say what you will about the expansion pass, it's kind of stacked. It's kind of stacked with N64 games now, so slightly worth it. But again, no need to say anything more about Star Fox 64. It's one of my favorites. It's still really good. It still really holds up. And it was the perfect game to come back to after such a while. And then it leads me to Pikmin. Once again, I felt the territory of, if you're going to complain about something that's clearly your fault, okay. So, pretty much just like with some of the earlier Halo projects that I did, or Halo games that I played blind, I have a tendency to complain about video games. I have a tendency to complain, and it's like, it's kind of a detriment. It kind of hurts that whole project as a whole. Because of the sole fact that I didn't get the idea, I didn't get the room, I didn't read the room, that some incidents in the game were all my fault. Look. The Pikmin AI in Pikmin 1 is kind of bad, okay? Sometimes they don't really know what they're doing, but I will be the first to fully admit that I probably complained a little bit too much about things that weren't my fault, but clearly were my bad. So, I'm just stupid. I know it caused one commenter to jump ship from the project, and I was like, yeah, okay, I understand. Yep. So, it's like, yeah, I completely understand. If I ever get to Pikmin 2, I'll be like, yeah, no, that was my B. And it's kind of weird because, like, I played Pikmin 3 Deluxe before this, and that game is clearly better in every single way, but it's just like, I had to beat the first one. I never beat it as a kid, so I'm just like, yeah, I have to do it. I might as well play it. But you know what's really weird about that? One commenter actually asked me to do a Fire Emblem game. A series I'm kind of intimidated by. And speaking of that, Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. Okay. So I already know I've already been intimidated by a lot of series before. Like, okay. Not really necessarily like the whole Fire Emblem thing, because I tried playing a fair few amount of Fire Emblem games in my time, but I never really got far in them. The farthest I've gotten into Fire Emblem was 3 Houses at about 10 hours. And what I played was really good. But then again, I feel intimidated because they're such long games, and those battles can go on for a really long time. And that wraps around back to me being intimidated by some other series. Like, I know I recently played Metroid, and that's a series that's kind of intimidating because everybody really likes that series, and I'm just like, oh god. I'm more intimidated by Super Metroid than anything else, but I did play and I loved it. And Phoenix Wright also falls into the category of me being sort of intimidated because I'd never really done a visual novel type game before. Like, I was kind of worried that it would get stuff wrong and just be like, you know, strike one, you're dead. But thankfully, I talked with some of my friends before this, and they told me that, you know, Phoenix Wright is just sort of forgiving. I asked for any last-minute advice, and I'm just like, yeah. I'm actually surprised of how forgiving it was, honestly. Like, you're allowed, like, 5 strikes before, you know, you get a game over or something. And pretty obviously, I made my way through that, through Phoenix Wright, no problem. I mean, I know I had to do some thinking beforehand. I know I had to do some thinking. I probably know that I may have saved a little bit too much in making, like, major decisions. Like, during, like, lines of dialogue where it's like, are you absolutely sure you want, where the judge is like, are you sure you absolutely want to do this, sir? And I'm just like, you know, no, I'm saving. Because I don't want to make a mistake. Like, I don't want to make a mistake. Like, look, we live in an age where it's morally acceptable to play however you want. And I play Phoenix Wright however I want. Like, if I have to save before, like, I'm making a major decision, if I have to save before presenting, like, an evidence or something, then I'm gonna do it because I really want to see where, like, cases go. I don't even know why I'm onto this so much, but honestly, after playing through Phoenix Wright, I'm just like, okay, yeah, this is really good. This is really good, and it's not going to be for a while, but I will definitely tackle the rest of the series whenever I can. And I pretty much have an outline of all the future Let's Plays I want to do, but more on that later. But yeah, eventually I'm going to do Justice for All, so no need to worry about that. I will get to that. So, Kirby and the Forgotten Land is a game. Okay, so originally I wanted to do SNK 40th Anniversary Collection. And I'm not going to say that Let's Play is next after Xenoblade Definitive Edition. But it will be done. It will be done. But honestly, I just had Kirby and the Forgotten Land too much on my mind because it was just so good. Like, okay, with newer games these days, getting, like, all the DLC, including the one I'm playing right now, Xenoblade 3, I usually want to wait until the game is officially done with updates or support. That way, I can plan out the Let's Play accordingly. Kirby and the Forgotten Land, this is probably gonna age like milk, but I'm pretty sure that Kirby and the Forgotten Land won't have DLC. Maybe. I hope. I mean, I really hope that statement I really hope this statement doesn't age like milk. I really hope not. Because Kirby and the Forgotten Land, I feel like, would really benefit from DLC. As much as I really think so. I feel like I can just move past for Kirby and the Forgotten Land because it's a really good game. It's a really good game with fantastic music, fantastic level design, and, you know, all the Kirby lore that you expect. So it's like, you know, I'm fairly confident it won't get DLC. Fairly. But if it does, then so be it. If it does, then so be it. I will play it, and I will record more of that game. But yeah, I just had Kirby on the brain for too much. Kirby rot was killing my brain, so I was like, yeah, I gotta do this, like, right away. And besides, it's been a while. It had been a hot minute since I've done a Kirby game on the channel. Like, the last Kirby game that I did was more than likely, yeah, Return to Dreamland. Jesus. Yeah, Return to Dreamland, which was number 40, by the way, was the last Kirby game I did on the channel. So I was like, yeah, perfect time for a Kirby game. And now we get to the present day with Xenoblade Definitive Edition. I already know that I've said my piece about why I wanted to do this Let's Play in the first place. I feel like now we're well into the project to basically say that, hey, yeah, it's been like an absolute blast just revisiting this game again. And I feel like I've done a pretty good job with it. I have certainly done a whole lot more of the side quests now than I've ever done before when I originally Let's Played it. Again, this is a 100% run, and I absolutely promised you that, and this is what it is. At this point, we're getting pretty close to the end, so that's going to be interesting. There's going to be, you know, the final parts of the game, and then the post-game stuff, and then moving on to Future Connected, where I will 100% that as well. And give my honest opinions on that, because to be perfectly frank, I've never seen any Future Connected opinions before. So I might do a poll as to what you think of Future Connected before we get started on that. At this point, I've already recorded some of Future Connected, so should be interesting. Should be interesting. But yeah, Xenoblade DE, really great stuff. Really great stuff. And really great revisiting this game. Just, it's been a trip. It's been a trip indeed. Now, of course, there's the future of my Let's Plays on this channel. There's the future. I don't tell my Let's Plays to anybody. Like, I really don't tell my Let's Plays to anybody except maybe like 1 or 2 people. Like, not even like my closest friends in the Let's Play circle know what I'm about to do. But I can certainly tell you that since my Let's Play block like last year when Cuphead and Doom 2016 just sort of came out of nowhere, I've been doing an outline of what I wanted to do. Like, I wanted to make absolutely sure this was the right choice to make for, you know, a Let's Play. And I think I can honestly safely say that I have the next 7 or 8 Let's Plays all planned out, or at the very least outlined. Of course, some things may change, but I can definitely say for sure that I have the next several Let's Plays that I wanted to lock in and finalize. So, yeah, I know exactly what I want to do now, and I can certainly tell you that one of them I'm really excited to show you. 12 years is insane. Like, honestly, like, during those times where I feel like I could possibly be done with the whole aspect, like several games that I've been playing lately just pull me back in. Even like newer ones that I've been playing lately, they could mean potential Let's Plays in the future. So, yeah, I'm just really excited for what's next for this particular channel. So, yeah, that's really all I have to say about that. 12 years is insane, and I really hope to do this a whole lot more. And especially considering the fact that at this point in time, me and my family have moved to a new house where we're going to be financially secured and ready. There's going to be some, well, I can't promise everything right now, but I'm assured that things are actually going to be higher production-wise, because I'm hoping to get a much better gaming PC so that I can do a whole lot more in terms of my videos. Hopefully that's going to be the case. So, yeah, I just really want to thank everybody for supporting me. You know who you are. Friends, family, close people, you know, inspirations, you know, I just want to say, like, thanks. Thanks a lot. I'm still small, but I'm still trying. Thank you so much for sticking by me, and I hope to see you guys for the next anniversary. I will see you guys later. Bye. Play Xenoblade 3, play Xenoblade 3, play Xenoblade 3, play Xenoblade 3.